Well, look at here. Hey, they ready too. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Hey, Takia. Excuse me. All right, so we are ready. Let me turn this down so I won't hear myself in the background. I love it when the plan comes together. Hey, girl. Hey. All right, so we are back for day 3. We are wrapping up the series. I'm super excited. Hopefully, you guys can hear my screen. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me okay? Just drop a 1 if you guys can hear me okay. I know our guests will be joining in shortly. They've been hanging out with us all week long. Like I feel like we've been going live pretty much every day. All right, good. All right, so cool. So we're ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I don't like to leave you or hold you long. And please, as you guys are joining in, make sure that you say hello, introduce yourself, okay? Now, by the end of this master class, hi, Dakisha, I have to watch day 2 replay. For some reason, I could not get on your live. Oh, hey, Virginia, well, welcome. I'm glad you were able to make it today. You guys are really, really, really going to enjoy. I have been working very, very hard at all of this content for all of you. Hey, Trinette. But anyway, by the end, you will know exactly how to increase your revenue using webinars. We're going to talk about 6-part methodology that I use in my business and for my clients. All right. So over the next 45 to 60 minutes, I'm really going to be sharing with you. Hey, Sherry, welcome back. My simple 6-step system. Say that real fast. Oh, we're not doing this today. I'm not going to be having this cough today. My simple 6-step system designed to help you build your list and make more money so that you can have more time to do the things you love without spending a ton of money on Facebook ads. And you can even do this without having a huge list. Thank you, Vanessa, for sharing. I appreciate it. All right. So this is the profit blueprint method. Let me move my picture so you can see. And honestly, you guys, if you can master the profit blueprint method, it is the system that I take. It's my signature system that I take myself and my clients through in order to have 5-figure launches, multiple 5-figure launches. And it's really about really getting clear on understanding the prospects, the resolution, how to really optimize, how to get focused, really how to ignite. And I'll explain to you what each of these are. This is what we're going to talk about. And I've been sharing with you over the last couple of days. And it really boils down to the profit blueprint method. And then the last one is how to transform them into really a sales conversation. All right. So prospects, resolution, optimize, focus, ignite, and transform. Y'all ready? If you're ready, type yes. And so this is, if you look at the profit, resolution, optimize, focus, ignite, and transform, it does spell profit. Did y'all catch that? All right, anyway. So here's what I have been hearing. The ultimate fear of using webinars to launch your online program is really, it's around the fear of technology. Just trying to make sure my stuff is set up right, right? Most people do not, they are afraid to host webinars. They are afraid to utilize webinars because of the fear of the technology around using webinars in their business, right? And let me tell you how this actually shows up. And I see it and I deal with it a lot, okay? And this is how I know it's fear. When they start to delay their webinars, when they start to shift or change the date of their webinar, that is fear creeping up. And they start to make excuses as to why I'm not able to do my webinar on this particular day. Oh, Dakisha, I got to push it back 2 weeks. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. That is nothing but fear creeping up. That little sneaky thing called fear creeping up and telling you up here that you're not good enough. No one's going to show up. All the things that we've been talking about this week. No one's going to buy. Oh my goodness, right? And so once you can understand that it's fear showing up, like, you have to be able to create a methodology that allows you to push past fear, right? When we allow fear to keep us stuck stagnant, we broke. Like, we put ourselves in a position where we're broke. I don't even know how else to say it. So let me ask you something. What if you could click a few buttons and literally go live in front of your audience and share your message? Would that help you? Like, what would that do for your business if you could click just a few buttons, go live, and share your message in front of your ideal audience? In front of your ideal audience. Would you be willing to tackle the fear? Would you be willing to push past the fear? Well, is that you? Am I talking to you? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take it to another step. What if that is my nervousness and I am not known in the marketplace? Oh, so that's another one. No one knows me. No one's going to show up. That's a good one. Thanks for sharing. Hey, Janae. Hey, Tamika. But let me ask you, what if you had templates and or a design, customized webinar templates, pretty much, you know, what you see on the screen? What if you had something that was designed specifically for your business and for your brand? Would that ease some of the nervousness? Would that ease some of the fear for you? All right. Again, I tried to do all the heavy lifting for you guys. Like, I try to make it so super easy for you. A lot of people say that webinars require technical experience to get this started or to get started in this space. Honestly, even down to the last couple of days, like, I really, and this is just me being transparent, I really wanted to test out another software and go live, but nope. I went with what works and what works for my audience. And I said, you know what? We'll continue to test and tweak. Remember y'all remember week 4? Somebody actually called me about this yesterday, right? Week 4, 12-week profit blueprint, test and tweak. And that's what it's all about. And so I don't want you to overcomplicate a simplistic process because you feel that webinars require technical experience to really get started in this space. All right. You don't need a lot of technical experience or technological background, no IT degree, to literally get on a platform and share your message to your audience, right? And then make money. That's always that added benefit, right? What about, a lot of people think that you can't make money from hosting webinars or using webinars to launch your online course. Listen, can somebody type wrong or false, whatever you want to type, right? And I always hear this, like, when people say, well, I'm not going to be able to get 300 people on my webinar so that I can have a 5-figure launch. Can I tell you a secret? You don't need 300 people. You don't need 300 people. What if you could actually have your first 5-figure launch with less than 50 people on a webinar? Somebody type 50. Give me 50. Give me 50. 25 will show up. Close. What is that? 10%? Like 2.5? That's 3 people. Push it to 20%. 6 people. With 25 people showing up. Are y'all writing this down? I hope y'all taking notes. So listen, what if you could What if you could have a 5-figure launch with less than 50 people on a webinar? Would that change the trajectory of your business, your life? Now, 5 figures is $10,000 minimum. What would you do with that $10,000? How would you invest that $10,000? Okay, they're gonna start thinking we eat Arby's every day, because that is a new cup, fresh thing of tea. All right. Webinars are really designed to help you. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Deronda. So yeah, so webinars are really, really, really designed to attract your ideal client. And I love it because it really, and we're gonna talk about this in just a second, it really helps you get people to raise their hand to say that Virginia is speaking to me, Deronda is speaking to me, Janae is speaking to me, Tamika is speaking directly to me, right? And that is what I love about using webinars to launch. Whether or not you decide, we talked about the 4 different types of product launches, right? Whether you decide to do a challenge, whether you decide to do a workshop, whether you decide to do a conference, whether you decide to do just a webinar, standalone webinar by itself, or video series, every single last one of them at the end incorporate a doing or hosting a webinar masterclass. Hey, it's a rendezvous. You better inbox me too. And so it is really positioned where you can attract your ideal client, okay? Now, when you position your expertise in front of the right audience, your conversion increases regardless of the size. And we talked about this yesterday. We visited this yesterday, and I need to close something out, but hopefully it don't pop up on my screen. We'll see in a minute. That's what you get when you get all these notifications on your computer. Focus, Keisha, focus. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, I know what I was going to say. We talked about it. See, we talked about this yesterday about the buyer's journey, and it was awareness, consideration, conversion. Awareness, consideration, conversion. How many of you remember from yesterday? We talked about awareness, consideration, and conversion. And so when you position your expertise in front of the right audience, you create the awareness and you take them through the consideration phase. Your conversion is going to increase regardless of the size of that audience. Is this making sense for you guys? All right. So now when you move from really perfecting your message, and we're going to talk about this too, but when you move, hey, Nikki, what's going on? We got some new people here today, and I don't see Nene. Somebody tag Nene. Nene's not here. Nene's been here every single day. But welcome, Nikki. But yes, when you really shift from speaking to everyone, what do I mean by speaking to everyone? So when someone asks you, who do you serve, right? I work with authors, speakers, coaches, consultants, health and wellness, youth, the seasoned individuals. I work with new entrepreneurs, just starting up. They just have an idea. Like, really? Seriously? You work with all of them. All of them. Not them, not T-H-E-M, them, D-E-M. You work with all of them? Really? Think about it. When you move from speaking to everyone and convert to literally speaking to the one, who is that person that literally has the problem that you solve? And for me, I tell you guys all the time, when I share my story, I literally attract my one, right? And it's all about people who are, they are looking for a freedom-based lifestyle, right? They are tired of sitting in a cubicle. They are ready to leave corporate America. They are ready to be home and to be present for their children. That is my one. And they raise their hand. They're like, you know what? Coach D, she's talking to me. Like, that's me. Like, I'm so tired of going into the job every single day. I'm so tired of this cubicle every single day. Like, I want to walk away from, I've had 2 clients in the last 90 days say I want to walk away from my job. First thing I tell them, don't do it. Honey, been there, done that, right? But because I share my story, because I share my message, I am actually speaking to the one. you really position yourself to make more money. I hope you guys are taking notes. All right. So a lot of people say that, well, I don't need to use webinars because, I live stream, right? Well, what did I tell you yesterday? Live stream is for what? Awareness. Webinars is for conversion. Live stream is for awareness. Webinars is for conversion. Remember, we're still talking about the buyer's journey. And when I do a live stream and I just go live, like whether I'm live on my personal page, right? Normally I get people that go to school with me. If you know me, you know my daddy show up. Hey, baby girl. My dad always shows up on my live stream. It never fails. My father is not my ideal client. When I host a webinar, my father can't get in. Unless he registers, I'm not speaking to him, so he's not gonna register for my webinar. You get it? Like, you want people to actually opt in that are truly and honestly interested in your message. And they're gonna hang out with you for 45, 60 minutes. Y'all been hanging out with me. I know about 4 hours of y'all time this week. Listening and learning. But you are learning information that you can utilize in your business, right? And that's what it's really all about. And then the other thing that people fear is that webinars will not work in my industry. I have heard every single excuse as to why webinars will not work for speakers, CBD oils, fitness experts, network marketers. It does not matter the space that you are in. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? We got some new faces today. Hey, y'all, how you doing? And this will be the day that I didn't introduce myself. So y'all gonna have to go back and watch Masterclass 1 and 2 to get my story. But welcome. If this is the first time that you are experiencing myself, my name is Dakisha Williams, your virtual COO, and you're in the right place. So keep hanging in there, right? And so Dakisha has said no to the excuses of why webinars will not work for speakers, CBD oil, fitness experts, network marketers, all of that. You got it? Let me explain something to you. Anyone, do you hear me? Anyone who is selling a product has to provide information to the prospective clients. Let's take a real estate agent. And let me tell you, I want to create a funnel for a realtor so bad, y'all. I used to work in the real estate. I couldn't even think about it. I used to work in the mortgage industry. So I don't know if y'all know any realtors, any mortgage loan brokers. I want to do a webinar funnel so bad because think about how much information. How many of you guys have purchased a house that's on here with me, right? And there's a question on the floor, so I'm gonna come back to that question. When you purchase a house, Lord Jesus, I think the house outweighs the car. And I think the house and having a baby is probably like, neck and neck when it comes to stress level. But it's just something about, because the baby is about 10 months and the house is about, 45 days, maybe to closing or whatever, right? But do y'all remember the HUD-1 statement if you've ever purchased a house? And that's what they sit down when you start doing your loan paperwork. And it's like a million lines on a page with information. Let me go ahead and just give the realtors or mortgage brokers out there. Do y'all know y'all can do a whole webinar on understanding, we used to call it a 1004 or something like that. It's a HUD-1 statement, it's what it is. But it shows you all of the fees that are associated with buying a house, right? I see some oh yeah, congratulations, Crystal, she just bought a house. Oh, girl. Anyway, I'm sorry, yes. But yes, like they could do an entire webinar on just understanding the costs that go along with buying your first house. And then that's a webinar. Y'all see how easy it is? Let me think of who else. Trying to think of something that's kind of like non-traditional, because everybody, you know, everybody says that coaches and speakers. So CBD oil, right? I know that that is a really, 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 Karen, girl, you didn't tell me you was a realtor when we talked yesterday. I took and told you. She said, I'm a realtor, let's talk. We didn't already talk. I told you. That is so funny. But CBD oils, right? So educate me. Educate me on what does the CBD oils do for my health, my mental, my physical. Like, educate me on the products and services. Don't just get in my inbox and say that I got this solution for you if you got pain in your hip, or you know, you feeling down and out, or whatever you want your hair to grow, something. I don't know, y'all. But don't come in my DM. Don't come in. This is the fastest way you get deleted too. Don't come in my inbox, because Dakisha gonna ask y'all, you using webinars in your business? But create a platform where you're actually educating the audience. Remember, promote the problem and service the solution. So you can create a webinar around the problems that your client has. If you sell CBD oils, y'all tag them. I'm telling y'all, it can happen for any particular industry. All right, so hopefully you get the idea. Webinars are really a vehicle used to transfer information to the end user so that they can make an educated buying decision. Remember, we talked about the buyer's journey, and we had the educational based marketing where we had the triangle, 3%, 7%, 30, 30, and 30, right? It's the same thing. You are showing up to educate them, to shift the way that they look at the vehicle that you provide. Whatever method of transformation that you provide, it's up to you to inform them why your vehicle is the one that they need to invest in, right? That's your responsibility. That's your job. Hey, Tanya, welcome. When you identify that webinars is the vehicle to take the prospect and transform them into a client, your profits will ultimately increase, like literally. Got it? So when you identify that webinars to launch can actually take a prospect to client, do you realize that you position yourself to have sales conversations and to close? I closed a client yesterday just from having a sales conversation. And within the last 3 days, I've gotten several, and I can't make this up, several people who wanted to have conversations with me about using webinars in their business or launching a program. Just because, number one, they've been a part of the masterclass, or they're on my list, or they in my tribe, and they're seeing the information, and they have a pain. I'm hitting on the pain point. Like, I'm hitting on a pain point of, number one, not making money, not making consistent money, not being to enroll people into your programs, not making 5 figures when you launch, not making 6 figures in your business. You name it. I've talked about each of those pain points this week. So what Keisha did was she realized that she had a vehicle. You've heard me talk about Keisha. She realized that she had YouTube as a vehicle. This is how she builds her list. This is how she gets leads. This is how she gets clients. Keisha used 12 point, don't y'all be trying to screenshot, right? Not only did she take part of the Webinar Success Blueprint and start using webinars in her business, she got 300 people on her first webinar and converted. The next thing she did was she relaunched again using the Profit Blueprint launch methodology, okay? And she layered on and focused on one thing, and it was all about getting people to use YouTube to create awareness, to build their brand, to build their tribe, and to make money online. And she literally helps them grow their YouTube channel, helps them create the content. But what she did was she identified the people, that one audience, and the one vehicle, and the vehicle was YouTube. So you too can look at, how can you look at prospects, right? Identifying your audience, the resolution, optimization, and really getting focused, igniting. And I'm going to take you through and transforming, right? I am going to take you through what these mean, okay? So prospecting. basically what it does is it's helping you to really get crystal clear on who your audience is. Who are you speaking to? Like right now, I want each of you to type in the box below, who is your audience? Like for me, it's entrepreneurs. Like I honestly specifically work with women entrepreneurs, but every now and then I get some male clients. Got some now. I don't know how they sneak in. You know, it's so funny because even the ad that I'm running, it is geared toward like women. It does not say all, it doesn't say male, boom, all women. So Facebook algorithms still put it in, you know, in front of some men. So it is what it is. But when it comes to prospecting and really getting crystal clear on who you serve, if you can shift your messaging where you promote the problem and service the solution, right? So Trinette says that she works with people with diabetes and pre-diabetes. Hey, Johnny Mac, welcome back. Nikki, parent of school-age children in low-performing public schools. Oh, that's gonna be good. Janae works with women leaders. Hey, is it Theron? Oh my God, please don't tell me I pronounced it wrong. But women, retirees, and empty nester. Oh, what's your product? I'm interested to know what's your product. Crystal Carter says entrepreneurs. Virginia says chronic illness sufferers. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So promote the problem and service the solution. Now, each of you that are on here today, do you guys actually have a program that helps solve their problem, right? Because you have to understand really what their struggles are and what's keeping them up at night. So when you think about Crystal, when you think about, and this is going to be kind of interactive because I want you to really think about where you're going, okay? So let me start at the top. Oh, I missed Tamika, single moms. I love it. So I'm going to ask every single last one of you, what keeps the single moms up at night, Tamika? Trinette, what keeps the people with diabetes up at night? Johnny Mac, who's your audience? Sherry Darden, who's your audience? What keeps the parent of school-aged children up at night, Nikki? Same for you, Janae. What keeps them up at night? Theron. You think I'm saying that right? Oh my God, I feel so bad. Put the pronunciation of your name in my chat, please. I would greatly appreciate it because I don't want to keep saying your name wrong because you might get off my live stream. What keep entrepreneurs up at night, Crystal? Deronda, new business owners without their own signature event. What is keeping them up at night? I help retirees and empty nest professionals with getting more visibility on social media. I love it. We got some people in our tribe that fits your audience too. All right, so I want to see some of the answers coming in just a second of what keeps them up at night. Hey, Jackie. Jackie says aspiring entrepreneurs. So here's the thing. Are you crafting a message that speaks directly to their problem? So look at what we just did. All of you all just introduced yourself. You told us who you serve, right? Now you're getting ready to answer what they're struggling with. What keeps them Sharon with a T. Tehran. Oh, Sharon. It's Taryn. It must be Taryn. That's what it is. Got it. See, I told you, just tell me how to say it and I get it right. Oh, she said I said it right. Tehran. Got it. Don't let me forget that. Got it. All right, so crafting a message that speaks directly to the problem, right? What if you could use webinars to really address the problem and position the solution? I'm telling y'all are sleeping on webinars. If you are not using webinars in your business, y'all sleeping on webinars. My colleague said your business on life support. I had to get that one in there. Pain. They want to pay increase struggling with the operations business portion of their business. Cut it. You preach, right? All right, so cool. So we talked a little bit about Dr. Rashida Mendez. Dr. Rashida Mendez identified a problem in the Amazon selling space. She knew that people wanted to create additional revenue. She knew that people wanted to sell online and learn how to make money. You know what she did? She turned around and created a program that showed people how to make money using Amazon. And I've met a couple of people since then that have started to sell on Amazon. Did y'all know that I actually sold shoes on Amazon? This was years ago, you guys. Like when I first had my shoe company, I ain't gonna even I pulled it out today, but I will pull it out behind you. When I learned about drop shipping, I realized that I could sell on Amazon. And I mean, she literally makes 6 figures from selling on Amazon, and turned around and created another 6-figure revenue from creating a curriculum on teaching people. Listen, y'all, teaching people how to sell on Amazon. Are y'all hearing me? Y'all listening to me? Yes, that's it. That's all she did. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the resolution, right? So we talked about prospecting and we talked about resolution. Resolution is really creating a solution that solves their problem. So I see some of the problems that are coming in. They are overwhelmed with all the platforms at figuring out what to do and where to do it. I know that's right. Lack of time and focus needed to structure their startup. They want pay increase and promotions. Love it. So now it's up to you to create a solution that helps solve that problem. How many of you already have your curriculum developed for your audience? Just type a 1. If you already have the solution created for your audience, type 1. Listen, do not feel bad if you don't. That's one of the things in the Webinar Success Blueprint. I'm looking at the bonuses, like, are we giving that as a bonus? Oh, we go. I can't say it. Remind me. Hold on. Let me write it down. She says I'm cuckoo. God, we just that never mind. Anyway. All right, so let me see. One. All right, so we got some people that already have a course. Awesome. So basically what that tells me is that you guys are having a hard time getting people enrolled in your program. And if you don't have a curriculum, not only are you having the problem of getting people enrolled, you don't really have a solution. You don't have a resolution yet, right? So you're going to need some help. What if you had a step-by-step methodology to help you create the solution that you can sell, that you can extend the offer to your audience? I have the framework. Awesome. That's awesome. Yes. Right? Now, here's what I love. I have literally created a methodology on how you can generate revenue before the course is even created. Everybody go. Did that just like relieve some stress for you all? Like, because a lot of times what I see is that so many people get caught up on, I can't launch. Oh my God, Nikisha, I can't sell the course if it's not created. Like, no one's gonna buy the course. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is what I hear. No one's gonna buy a course if I haven't created, if it's not recorded. Yeah, they will. I sold like 10 spots 2 years ago in a program that had not been recorded. I did it, right? And so I teach my students how to generate revenue before the course is even created. And I think I talked about this a little bit yesterday, that some of you all, sometimes you go out here, you create this 16 module course with all these lessons in it. You sit and you record for 7 days, and then you don't sell it to nobody. Nobody's enrolled in the curriculum. Nobody's enrolled in the course, right? You made money? No. What if you could actually, you're doing it backwards. What if you could actually make money and build the course as you go? Can we say winning? Hashtag winning, right? You're making money and you're developing a course. Once you develop the course, you don't have to develop it anymore. If anything, you restructure it based on your audience. And this is what I love about creating the course as I go, because now I can create the course based on the people that are actually enrolled in the course. Because now the curriculum is actually speaking to the audience that's participating in it, right? Like, I've had authors, speakers, coaches, consultants, health and wellness, event planners, all of them enrolled in my course or enrolled in coaching, but my program speaks directly to them. Hey, Hassan. I don't know yet what I even want to sell as a product yet. And I'm pretty sure that you have some information. I think I remember talking to you about this, but I'm pretty sure that you have some information that you can teach someone or show someone in your sleep, like literally, you know it like the back of your hand. All right. So then we talk about optimize. Well, what do you mean optimize? Really, truly getting your message to the masses, right? So many people are sitting around waiting for someone to invite them to come speak on their stage. You'd be surprised how many people are submitting speaking proposals. Excuse me for a second. Submitting request after request after request, trying to get on stages. Here's my message to you. Don't wait for anybody to invite you to your stage, to their stage. Why don't you build your own stage? I want you to type that in the comments. Build your own stage. Crystal says, I had this idea yesterday for the class, finding the starting line. The class helped entrepreneurs get started with their business. Oh, wow. Look, I got somebody texting me right now that saw the masterclass and said, can you talk? One moment, please. We are live. Finding the starting line. What's the starting line? Tell me a little bit about that. I'm interested to hear about that. I love it. So yeah, so don't wait for anybody to invite you to their stage. Why don't you build your own stage? Like that's literally, I invite you to my virtual stage, right? And that's what you're doing. Create a space where people are coming to hear your level of expertise. They are here to hear your message. They are here because you have a solution to help them solve their problem. All right. But here's the thing about it. In order for them to get access to your stage, they have to pay you with their information. So you can use the webinar to build your list of people who are actually waiting to work with you. Like, I can't make this up. I've had so many people in the last 7 days fill out a discovery session form, which is an application that we have. They booked an appointment to get on my calendar. They send me an instant message, DM, whatever. They hop into my DM, whatever you want to call it, wanting to have a conversation about how to create the launch methodology to get their program in front of their audience, how to have their first 5-figure launch. And it's all because I am able to position myself as the authority and the expert in this space. And you can do the same thing. What if you have 5 people a week on the phone having sales conversation and you close just 1 a week and you sold $1,000 program? That's $4,000 a month. How many of you under the sound of my voice could use $4,000 in your business right now? And if you know someone that can use this information, I want you to tag them. Is the button that says share, and I want you to share this out, invite them to join us on this broadcast today, and you'll be surprised. You will definitely be surprised. I'm actually inviting some people as we speak. I've shared to a couple of groups, right? Oh, I see some hands raised. They like, yes, honey, this will help. I think I shared it already in that group. All right, cool. So you could use $4,000 in your business. I'm pretty sure, I figured you probably could. I wasn't sure. Well, get this. Did you realize that 30 to 40% of the people who show up become prospective clients? So imagine, we talked earlier about what, 50 people showing up? Imagine if 30%, 40%, that's like what, maybe 15, 20 people? Because half will be 25. So between 15 and 20 people will become prospective clients. So you literally could do 1 webinar a month. And we talked to, somebody had the question earlier today in regards of, hosting 1 webinar a month in the business. It doesn't have to be a new webinar. To be honest with you, it does not have to be a new webinar. You could actually teach the same webinar every single month and continue to have sales conversation. So no, you don't have to create new content. You can create the same you can actually host the same webinar. And every time you do it, you position it in front of a new audience. And listen, you continue to build your list. And 30 to 40% of the people that show up will become your prospective clients. Like, how many of you could use a list of 50 people being added to your list once a month. Once a month. I'm being very generous. And my students on here know I'm being very generous, right? And then what if out of those 50 people, you would schedule maybe 15 sales calls a month? 15 sales calls a month. That's about 4 calls a week. How many of you are actually running sales calls every week in your business? Are you guys running sales calls in your business? Are you having sales conversations right now? You probably, if the answer is no, you probably do not have a list of people that you can actually have a sales conversation with. Think about it. Think about it. Oh, you know what? That's what's wrong. I didn't put my phone on do not disturb like I normally do. All right, so let's talk about focus. What does focus really mean? So we talked about prospecting, we talked about the resolution, we talked about optimizing, really building your own stage, getting in front of your audience and creating your own platform, right? Now we're going to spend a little time talking about focus and what does that really mean? Understanding how to monetize your message. A lot of people have absolutely no idea on how to use webinars to make money in their business. Like they don't understand that you could actually position yourself as the expert in the field, as the authority, as the go-to person. So when someone says, oh, you know what, I want to do webinars in my business, 9 times out of 10, my name is going to pop up in a group on social media whenever someone types the word webinar. If someone that I know is in that group, they're going to tag me. And you want to position yourself as the go-to person. So when someone talks about operations, someone talks about systems, someone talks about, professional advancement, someone talks about single moms, someone talks about, I'm trying to think of what else, real estate. Like you want to be the person that they are tagging in that group. But in order for you to do that, you have to show up online. You have to show up online as the expert. So let me watch this. Each of you that are under the sound of my voice, right? I want you to type your business page link underneath this video. And I'm gonna go to every single last one of them. And I'm gonna type mine just so you can see what it looks like, right? Even all of you guys are watching right now from mine. All right, so it's facebook.com / Dakisha C. Williams is, that's my actual Facebook page, right? So I'm gonna drop my link. So I want you guys to drop the link to your Facebook business page. If you don't have a business page, just say I don't have one, Dakisha. And when you get off this masterclass, go set up a business page and make it your business name. Make it your name. Whatever your name is, go create one and make it your business name. Make it your name, your personal name, sorry. All right, so, and I'm gonna check every single last one of them. And here's the reason why. I should be able to go to your business page right now and I should be able to figure out what it is that you do. If you go to my personal page, the banner at the top of my personal page says the ultimate webinar checklist. Duh. Like it does not get any plain or any simpler than that. That's it. You can get access to the ultimate webinar. I use all of my online social media assets so that people can know exactly what it is that I do. All right, so I just gave y'all a free tip on how to literally position yourself as an expert and how to show up online. Got it? And that's it. And even on my Facebook, the fan page part, we just created a video, and in a video, it talks about the 4 types of product launches. That's what the video says. So literally, there's no question about what it is that Dakisha does. And then the next part about monetizing your message is really crafting an enrollment close, right? That leaves them asking, where do I sign up? Just tell me what you're going to sell. Let me tell y'all something. When I first found my coach is based out of Vancouver, Canada. And when I participated in her challenge 2018, y'all, I participated in her program. Oh my God, like I was blown away by watching her implement the strategy. And I said to myself, she knows what she's doing. You know what I did? I sent her a message in her inbox and said, I know you're selling something at the end of this. What is it? How much is it? So I can get my credit card ready. And can I sign up now? Like, that's how I am. And I laugh because I talk about Keisha Bass, one of my clients, is exactly what Keisha did. She inboxed me. She said, when does the program start? How much is it? And she paid in full. And we typically attract people who are like us, right? That's how I am. But you want to be able to show up and really craft an enrollment close that leave them asking, all right, where do I sign up? And when is this sucker open? Like, when you opening the doors? I've already had conversations about what is the Webinar Success Blueprint? What is this? I hear you keep talking about it. Like, how? So tell me a little bit about your programs and your services, because I don't see it on your website. I'm not lying. I'm not making this up, right? So how would that help you if you could literally, and it's so funny, I'm not gonna call no names, but they on here right now. And we had a conversation, right? And I was able to identify what their struggles are in their business. And by the end of, by the end of the conversation, I never actually offered them anything. I'm not lying, and they know who they know who I'm talking about. If they want to expose themselves, that's up to them. I'm not going to say anything. But they asked me, how much is your one-on-one coaching program? I never sold anything, but I saw the problem, and I knew without a shadow of doubt that I could help them if they work with me. And I specifically gave them some strategies in their business. That's it. And I never pitched anything, y'all. Never. And this particular person straight up asked me, all right, so listen, what does it cost? And we were working together at this day. But that's how you craft an enrollment close where you're not selling anything, because people want results. I don't know how I can okay, hold on. What? Too many people are answering. That is so funny. So I'm telling y'all, that's how you craft an enrollment close. Now, you know what? Since Tamika said something, she's in my coaching program. Since she said something, it's so funny because she says, all right, well, tell me how much it is. She said, because you know I need help. Just tell me where I sign up. How do I get enrolled? And that's what I do. Like, I'm laughing, but I teach y'all how to do the same thing. And they know, if they're in my space, if they're in my tribe, they absolutely, there she is. That's who I was talking about. She finally came up. So I'm telling y'all can see the pure evidence that, you know, I teach what it is that I implement as well. So, all right, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all showing up and telling on y'all. I love it, and I love them too, and they know it. All right, so let's talk about Ignite real quick as we wrap this on up, right? So really igniting is, how do you light the fire on your promotional strategy, right? We use a 9 to 12 point marketing system to really like set the promotional strategy on fire. And I actually, hey, Joni, what's up, girl? I really love this part because a lot of people sometimes focus on one marketing strategy in order to like perfect or to get people to show up for their launch, for their webinar. No, we ignite it. We take it to another level. We set the marketing strategy literally on fire. And I share with you all the 9 to 12 strategies. Number 1, to get people to show up to your webinar. Number 2, to get them to stay. Number 3, how to get your show rate from the industry standard of 30 to 40% to 40 to 50% of people showing up to your webinar and staying to the end. That's what it means to literally ignite your marketing strategy. And that's why that is an important piece of the profit blueprint. What if you that is so funny. We just talked about a B12 shot. Joan said I had to come get my D12 shot. I love it. High five, Joni. Thanks for showing up, baby. But what if you had a follow-up sequence that increases your show rate to 40 to 50%? What if you had a sequence that literally nurtured your audience without you doing any labor, and you have people emailing you, telling you how motivated you are to them, that keeps them pushing to move forward? What can they do to get on your calendar so that they can know what it is to work with you, what about your services? What if you had sequences in place that actually work on your behalf? I'm getting excited just telling you all about it, because these are the things that we implement using the profit blueprint so that you can make 5 figures every quarter. How many of you under the sound of my voice want to make 5 figures every quarter for the next 12 months? I'll wait. While I wait, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next slide. Because guess what? In order to make this, the 5-figure launches, 25,000 every quarter times 4 quarters, it's $100,000. Somebody type this down or write this down. One program will change your life if you let it. All right, so the last step of the profit blueprint is the transformation, right? And it's all about how do you position yourself to make money from all of your hard work. I never said it was easy. But if you get the confidence, the strength, if you push past fear to actually turn on the camera, get on the virtual stage, share your message, it's my responsibility to show you how to make money from this. What if I could show you how to close your first $2,500 client? What if I could show you how to, and some of you all told me yesterday, you don't even have a $10,000 client. What if I could show you how you can close 10 people into a program at $997 and make $10,000? What would that do for you? What would that look like for you? I mean, because I know you guys have been with me. This is day 3. I know that there's so many of you all that are tired of the revenue roller coaster. Some of you all are still working a 9 to 5. You're probably on your lunch break right now, sitting in your car, sitting in a cubicle, watching me from your cell phone, and your boss walking by you right now. Literally. Some of you have done webinars. You've tried to sell a $39 course, a $47 course, a $97 course. Some of you can't even imagine what it would be like to sell somebody into a $597 course, let alone a $997 course, let alone a $5,000 program. Yeah, you, right there. Yep, you, Janae, Jackie, Joan, Charlene, Chandra, Taryn, Sherry, all of y'all, Johnny Mac, Hassan. I'm talking to you. Yep, you can make money. And let me tell you something, the system will work. She said, I'm watching you while edit PowerPoints for training. I love it. The system will work if you work it. And that's one of the things that I always have to reiterate, because a lot of people say, well, you know, you're talking about the profit blueprint system, but does it work? My students will tell you, it'll work if you work it. You have to do the work. I told you on Tuesday that this is not for someone who's looking for a get rich quick, or not for someone that's not looking to implement the work. Are you ready to do the work? Are you at a point where you're tired of being tired of not making money? Like, I know it got to the point where I was just done. I was like, man, you know what? Just give me a job. Go to Indeed.com, because I'm tired. But you know what? It's in that moment when you are ready to submit that application. And God is funny, because it was always in that moment where my life shifted and it all worked out. So what that tells me is that you can't give up. Some of you under the sound of my voice right now are at a point, well, honestly, you're at a point where you're like, it's just not working for me. I've bought this course. I've invested thousands upon thousands of dollars and nothing has worked for me. I'm here to tell you, if my name was Dekeisha C. Williams, that you are at a point now where you're ready to implement. Because see, you've run into all of these programs, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's fluff. And I can tell you that over the last 3 days, I've given you strategies on that you can literally implement in your business. And that's even if we did not work together. And some of you are going to go on and you're going to use the strategies that I've given you. But at the end of the day, I already know this is your time to own your space. You got to be confident, you guys. Listen to me. You have to be confident that you can provide the ultimate goal of transformation. I call it the UGT. My son was like, what? Like, what? Mama, what language are you? It's the ultimate goal of transformation. You know without a shadow of doubt that you can transform the person's life that comes into your space. You have the solution to the problem that they have. And if they work with you, that you can help them get to their desired result. If that is you, say me. Type me right now if that is you. No more fluff in Jesus' name. and listen, having the irresistible offer included in your webinar can convert the clients every single time. So you got to give them, remember I said you got to give them something that leaves them like, oh my God, like where do I sign up? Like, listen, where can I sign up? This is for me. You're talking to me. So I love that. That comes under the resolution part where we craft, create, whatever it is, an irresistible offer where you can work with your ideal client. So let's just kind of review what we talked about today, right? Today we talked about really the profit blueprint and what that looks like. And that's the methodology that I've used to build a six-figure business. I've helped clients have 5-figure launches on their way to 6-figure businesses, right? My goal is to help 50 entrepreneurs have their first 5-figure launch. If that's you, if that is you, say yes. Like, right, I need you to type yes if that's you, right? Even if you're watching a replay. Now, in the framework, we talked about prospecting, and that's really understanding who your audience is and what problems that they have. Then we talked about the resolution, right? What is the solution to the problem that they have? And then really how to optimize that, right? It's all about creating your own stage, right? Don't wait for somebody else to invite you to their stage. And then really focusing on the marketing message. And that's all about being able to position the problem or promote the problem and service the solution. Promote the problem, service the solution, right? And then ignite. I love this part. Ignite, what we talk about? We talked about setting your marketing strategies on fire. Not fire, fire. F-I-Y-A-H-H-H-H-H to continue. And then it's a matter of transformation. How can we transform these prospects into, hey, Shelly Pie. How can we transform these prospects into paying clients? So listen, you pretty much showed up. If you have a big message and you have a small list. Some of you all don't even have a list. I told you earlier this week, make sure you go get yourself an email marketing campaign, all right? Someone who is confident that their solution can change the lives of others regardless of the industry that you're in. Speakers, coaches, consultants, health and wellness, you name it. Like, the framework can work for you. So as we wrap up today, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to continue the conversation in our ProfitProducerMovement.com group. Listen, tomorrow is the final day. Tomorrow's the final day. but I want you to show up for the masterclass. The masterclass tomorrow is going to be at noon, actually. So we're going to push it up. And this one is for the lunch break, y'all. This is for the people on lunch break, all right? But what we're doing is, if you want to get VIP access to the Webinar Success Blueprint, the launch series, this is brand new. This is actually the Webinar Success Blueprint, the launch series. I need you to comment right now underneath this post, VIP. When you do that, you're going to get a message in your Facebook Messenger inbox. So make sure, don't go now, just type VIP and then you check the message when we off. Don't go now, right? But it's going to make sure that you can secure a spot to get VIP access to when we open the doors for the next enrollment of Webinar Success Blueprint, the launch series. And what basically it does is it literally takes you through how to use webinars and how to have your first 5-figure launch. So we haven't opened enrollment just yet. All right, we haven't opened enrollment yet. But what we did was we created a VIP wait list for people that are really serious about literally having their first 5-figure launch, using webinars as the vehicle and methodology to get them there. So if you know that, listen, I'm ready, I'm tired of being tired, I want you to comment VIP, and you'll get a message from good old Dakisha. And then my team is going to actually email you as well to let you know and to confirm that you are on the VIP list. So keep your eyes on your email. Y'all better add me. Listen, add me in your email address book so my emails do not go to your junk folder, right? I hate for you to miss out on this opportunity to get access. We got some amazing things that are coming. I'll share with you tomorrow. I will not let the cat out the bag. But if you're on the VIP list, you'll find out very soon some of the great things that are coming. So hopefully you guys are being able to utilize the information. It has been a phenomenal 3 days. I don't know about you, but I am excited about what's next. And hopefully you will be one of the 50 people that I work with and become one of the next 5-figure launch clients, right? So do me a favor, comment VIP to get on that VIP list. Get access to the Webinar Success Blueprint, the launch series when we open up enrollment. Be one of the first to find out when we open up enrollment. And do me a favor, go over to profitproducermovement.com, knock on the door. We'll let you in a group. This is where we have conversations about making money. Absolutely. Catch the replay. The replays will come down at the end of this week. I'm letting y'all know now. All of the replays will be coming down at the end of the week. So make sure you go back, start at video 1 and watch them. This is some good stuff, y'all. I ain't just saying it because my name is Dakisha, but this here's some good training. All right. You already know VIP. I'm #1 of the 5. I love it. So listen, yes, Shelly, I thank God for you too. I'm so glad that Ty connected us together yesterday. But I'm done, y'all. Like, y'all got to go back and watch the replays. And if you're ready for VIP, type VIP in the comments and you'll get a message from myself and my team letting you know when we'll be opening up enrollment. We'll actually open it up before for our VIP listers. So we're going to open it up early for the people that are on the VIP list. I'm excited. We've never done this, but this gives you an opportunity to get behind the scenes. You get access to some special stuff that never before released. So type VIP, get on the VIP list. I'm out. We got basketball today, y'all. We got a championship today. I gotta go get my son, you know, his hip and stuff. Anyway, listen, my name is Dakisha Williams, your virtual COO. Be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. I'll see you guys next time.